Hi viewers, and welcome to another episode of On the Farm, where we're vocal about everything local. I am Shakima Hanley. On this episode, we're still on our journey through our series of interviews for Agri-Expo 2026, our 30th anniversary celebration. But before we get into this, we take a short break and be right back after this. Agri-Expo 30th anniversary celebration, Thursday 26th and Friday 27th of March 2026. Under this year theme, Rooted in History, Utilizing Land and Sea, it's Agri-Expo 30. We're inviting one and all to come on out to a highly anticipated event from the Ministry and the Department of Agriculture for March 2026. I hope to see you there. Don't miss it. It's going to be grand. Welcome back, viewers. And I have the honor of another guest joining me today. And first, I'm going to ask him to introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kelvin Daly, former PS and Director of Agriculture on Nevis.
All right, Mr. Daly, welcome to On the Farm. All right, so how long you would have worked within the ministry and the department?
I started in 2006, I believe, 2006, and stayed there until 2013.
Okay. And within your capacities, both director and the PS, what has been your contribution to Open Days over the past?
Oh man, we were the ones who started this idea of introducing technology to the Open Day. Every conceivable type of technology, greenhouse, well, generally particular agricultural systems.
Okay.
We also did something in what we call vermiculture. That is no longer existing, I believe. We did aquaculture. I think the pond is still there. So we did quite a bit. We would have done quite a bit of upgrades to the public market. The agro-processing plant that was all brand new. The greenhouse is still within the field. The first one was brought in during my tenure.
Okay.
And so we introduced cotton actually in 2008. It was a really idea to get back into cash crop. And it was a great success. I'm disappointed that it did not continue.
Okay.
All right. So, we covered quite a bit in terms of infrastructure and programs.
Okay, you said vermiculture. For the viewers who may not understand that word, tell us a bit about it.
Well, vermiculture is just the idea of using earthworms, a special kind of worms, to digest material and then collect what you call the middlings, the remains, and use that as an organic fertilizer.
Okay. All right. So how has you seen the event evolved over the years?
To me, it's grown. The guys, Randy and Floyd, and these guys have really taken it to the next level, which is very comforting for me. You want to have a legacy where people can build on, and they have really gone above and beyond what I could ever dream of. So I'm very proud of these guys who have really building onto it. The abattoir, Gary Griffin over there, has really stepped up on the different types of processed meats. It is fantastic. It gives me great pleasure to see the evolution of the work we've been doing for some time.
Okay. So how has the impact been how the impact of the event would have been on the island and maybe for you personally as well?
Well, for me, I mean, it's always a pleasure when you see what you envision come to fruition. It's always a pleasure for me to see the joy and pleasure on the children who come to visit the displays, to interact with the more adult crowds who are pleased they can get what they want at the fair. And so it's always, a pleasure experience for me to have that kind of event. I hope it continues even bigger and better. They've moved now to the park, so that tells you the evolution is continuing. So my hat is off to those guys who have really stepped up.
All right. What aspects of open day that you would have liked back then?
I like the new things.
Okay.
I really like the new things. I particularly liked the idea of the vermiculture to begin with.
Okay.
I like the idea of the aquaculture. And the next step would have been in the evolution of that to have a mixed aquaculture system with a hydroponic system.
Okay.
Where the waste from one supplements the other. So to me, that would be a natural evolution of one into the next.
Okay.
So I hope for this open day that something like that could happen, where you are showing systematically how fish waste is then moved into a hydroponic system, growing leafy greens in particular. And so that would be something special and fantastic to see.
Okay. Is there anything else outside of the aquaculture aspect that you'd want to see as something new? But what about anything that you want to bring back from previous open day for our 30th anniversary?
From previous open days, I think we have slid back a bit in the livestock part of the open day.
Okay.
I guess it's because of the difficulty of moving animals.
Yes.
We used to, in the earlier times, we used to have a lot of participation from livestock farmers. People did rabbits, people who did sheep and goats and cattle. That part of it, I think, has slipped a bit. Pigs, I would really like to see that evolution continuing in the right direction, because I think we'll slip back a bit. That used to be a great attraction and excitement for the children, especially the rabbit portion of it, the sheep and goats and stuff like that, things they can touch and pet. I think that is important to get that touch feel for the children, because you're trying to impress them.
Yes.
To move into agriculture as a career, and so the more exposure you have for them to experience those kind of things will be beneficial going forward.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Daly, for joining me on the farm. Is there anything else that you would like to include in regards to Open Day 30th anniversary? You can take the moment now to invite persons to come on and be a part of the 30th anniversary celebration that is going to be held at the park again this next year, 2026.
Well, 30 is a big mark.
Yes.
It's an incredible mark. It's a journey that a few people can sustain or maintain. And so in the first off, you must give credit to those persons who have continued the work, who have continued the interest, to invoke that kind of interest in the public. I know for a fact now that we are seeing more visitors from overseas, from Statia, and of course, think it's normally supports very strongly. And one of the things that especially the folk from Statia want to see of, and even here on Nevis, is a return to more traditional plants.
Okay.
Tangerine, shaddock, those kind of things that people recognize from earlier childhood. They want to get back that. And I know we had started a program at one point of trying to recapture that genetic pool of the original tangerines, the original shaddocks, and those kind of things. I'm not sure where it is now in that conversation, but the persons I speak to on a regular basis, they want to see more local, or what we call local or indigenous cropping. And I'm not certain how you define what's local anymore, because we have such a mixing now of genetics.
Diversifying.
It's hard to tell what is what anymore. But an effort needs to be made to try to expand on the offerings of the citrus, especially people like those. To introduce a wider array of mangoes. I have about 10 different mangoes varieties at my house, which I got from Mr. Gaskell up there in Montpelier. And I've yet to see anybody come to say, let us propagate from you, let us take some from you. And they're delicious mangoes.
Okay.
So if I was to be advising the organizers of this, it's not too late. We are still 6 months, 5 months out.
Yes.
We still have enough time to get the rootstock, to get some grafting done and get plants ready for open day, so that persons who want to come and take away 3-4 plants are not hindered by the quantum.
Yes.
You know, so it's like that.
I'll definitely take that into consideration and take it back to the relevant person, so we can definitely capture some of those different varieties of mango. Mango is definitely becoming popular, and I know for sure, and as you said, we have persons that are coming in, they definitely might be willing to take a piece of our crops that we have here back to their area, so that they could also bask and enjoy what we have here to offer as well. So invite the general public to our 30th anniversary.
Of course. I mean, I hope I get a special invitation. I've never gotten a special invitation.
Okay. I'll definitely put in a plug so you can get a special invitation.
It's okay. But of course, you know, I love agriculture. I love the guys at agriculture. I've had a long relationship with them. They have never shown me any bad face or anything like that. So I appreciate the camaraderie that I've built up over the years with them. We're on a first name basis. We've always been. When I was there, my office was always open to them. And so when they succeed, I feel I've succeeded.
Okay.
When they succeed, the whole island succeeds.
Definitely.
And by definition, the whole federation succeeds.
Definitely.
And everybody in the diaspora succeeds.
Yes.
So my admonition to all: come out on the open days and support the work at the agriculture department. It promises to be fun and engaging. One thing I must say though, we in the last couple of years, the after party seems to be taking precedent over the real party, which is the food and fun. But it's all right. It's meant to attract the younger crowd.
Yes.
But when you have them there, you must infuse them with ideas that this is not just music and dance and frolic. That this is a serious endeavor.
Yes.
And you encourage them to be a part of that part of the tour, not just the fun part of it.
All right. Thank you so very much. And we do wish you all the best. And thank you for the foundation that you would have also built upon and started actually, because you did say that you were the one who actually introduced the technologies in terms of protected agriculture. So we thank you for that. And we appreciate the work that you would have done while you were a part of the ministry and the Department of Agriculture. And we continue to wish you all the best. I made to understand that you're a farmer yourself.
Yes.
Yes. So you're definitely still in agriculture.
Can you believe?
I know. And that is good, because you yourself are doing your part to make sure that we have the advancement with food security and sustainability on the island of Nevis. So thank you as well. Even though you're out of the office, you're still functioning within your capacity, and we appreciate that.
If I could add one more thing.
Sure.
I think we are missing the opportunity as an island, perhaps at the department, industry, to really look at the kind of crops that are very important in divisions.
Okay.
The root crops, of course, that goes without saying, sweet potatoes and kind of things. But there's a great potential for plantain production and banana production. We should not be at this point importing the quantum we are importing. I'm not saying that you can be totally self-sufficient, but certainly there's room to be bringing in the types of cropping for bananas and planting that we can be even more self-sufficient in those things. But other than that, you know, there are avenues for other crops, but I'm focused on those two for now, because they're easy to grow,
Yes.
they're easy to maintain, and it's worthwhile.
Okay. Thank you very much. We definitely take that into consideration as well. All right. Well, thank you again for being on the farm, and I do wish you all the very best.
Thank you for the invitation.
No
First time in my life.
There's a first to everything. So we are happy that we were able to give you the invitation and you took the call when we did call you. So we appreciate
Anything
it.
for agriculture.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate that. All right then.
Fresh local fruit and vegetables produced for our nourishment. Buy local, eat local.
Welcome back, viewers. I have the privilege of interviewing our next guest, no stranger at all to On the Farm. Introduce yourself to the viewers, please.
Hi, I'm Mackie Tross, owner-manager for A1 Farms, and we have been farming for over 12 years now, commercially.
All right. What aspects of agriculture do you definitely target?
Mostly we are into crop production. We do a lot of banana planting, but more specifically we are pride ourselves in greenhouse farming. So we do a lot of leafy greens, lettuce, kale, and then we get into spinach. We do a lot of cucumbers, bell peppers, and tomatoes as well. But we do a lot of different things, different crops. But on the other side, we have a little piggery.
Okay.
Because as you would imagine, not everything that you grow is marketable.
Yes.
And so what is not marketable goes to the piggery. And so we kind of minimize waste and utilize everything around A1 Farm. So it's almost like a 360
Yes.
kind of sustainability
Definitely.
idea kind of thing.
Definitely. And definitely we can call you a mixed farmer.
Okay.
So in regards to open day, what has your contribution been to previous open days?
Previous open day, well, we have been there from ever since we started. I could recall being at the villa, and
Do you remember what year that was?
it was prior to COVID anyway.
Okay.
And we were kind of cramped for space in the villa. So when they moved to the ETW park, that was kind of music to our ears. So we had a chance to spread out and show more of what we grow and more of what A1 Farms is capable of. We were able to have a good spread, good decor, and more inviting for the general public. So, you know, they came and really patronized us even from the villa, but more so over the ETW park.
In regards to A1 Farms, your displays, you could tell us a little bit of how your booth were. I could remember one year, it felt like we were in a supermarket, a mini supermarket.
Yeah, well, that was the whole idea, to create and kind of replicate a produce section.
Yes.
The only thing we didn't have was the cold storage.
Yes.
But we just displayed everything like that. And so patrons could have come in, customers could have come in and just browse and serve themselves, because we had the plastic bags there, and we had, you know, and every time the stock go down, we just replenish. And then we have one central area where you would cash out and so on. I could remember a couple of years ago, National Bank came on board and we went to the electronic mode of payment.
Yes.
And that worked out really, really well. I could tell you that we had National Bank had a competition. And I said to them from the time they came, I said, you know what? You could give me the check now, you know, because A1 Farms is going to win. And sure we did. Yeah, so they said back up your chat, and we did back up our chat then. Yeah.
That is very good. How has you seen the event evolve?
The event has grown and grown tremendously. Like I said, we were in the villa, outgrew the villa, we're in the park, and it looks like, yeah, we'll be in the park, but it might be the Malcolm Gishard Park the next time, because the event is really growing. When they changed from, I think it was 5 years ago, changed from the name from Agriculture to Agriculture Open Day to Agriculture Expo, I think that was fitting, because then we started to see the introduction of corporate sponsors or corporate businesses, like TDC showing cars, showing the pesticide line. And so it has evolved. And what I would really like to see going forward is us attracting maybe one or two agriculture vendors or producers from neighboring islands, like say Statia, St. Kitts. We go to St. Croix all the time. We'd like to see St. Croix come up, put a display beside A1 display, and see how we, you know, how we stack up against one another, so to speak.
I really like that idea.
Yeah.
That's definitely something to put in consideration as well. All right. In terms of the impact the event has on the island of Nevis, and even for you personally, how is that?
It's a great impact. I mean, the thing is, farmers get to showcase what they grow, and we have almost like a slang, grow what you eat and eat what you grow.
Correct.
So we get to showcase all aspects of agriculture, from the crop farming, animal husbandry, the abattoir section where, you know, you got your refined products. You could get meats and different things from the abattoir. The agriculture, how, you know, everything is set out from the marketing arm to the selling of seeds and so on. So it's a whole, how you should put that, it's a whole holistic approach to agriculture. You see everything that encompasses agriculture, from tractors to the tools that we use, to the crops that we grow, cosmetic,
yes,
the agro-processing division,
yes,
craft, everything. So
yes,
it's a holistic approach as it relates to agriculture. Everything comes almost like in a melting pot. So
yes.
you come to Agricultural Expo, everything and anything you want, agriculture is there.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's absolutely correct. Yeah. All right. In terms of your years participating in Open Day, I know you probably would have been busy with your stall as a vendor, but is there anything in particular that you would have liked, that you would have seen showcase or highlight at any Agri-Expo?
That's a good one. There's really not one thing that really stands out. I like the fact that the allied agencies, like the CADI and the ECC mills people who
Yes.
do the feed would come and, be a part of it. That part I really like, because we don't see them every day. Sometimes you do business with them or through another vendor, and you come to meet them in person and get some questions answered. The guys from Caribbean Chemicals come and really explain what chemicals to use here and there. And so the different demonstration of the products that we use, I think that's the highlight for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular, as a suggestion, that you would like to see for our 30th, or even bring back? You said the allied agencies, of course, they're always on board. But is there anything new that you would like to see for our 30th anniversary?
Well, like I said, what I would like to see is people from different islands, neighboring islands, come as vendors, bring produce, bring products, so that we could learn, we could see where we're at, we could share ideas, we could network,
Yes.
that kind of stuff. That is what I would really like to see. And maybe if the space is there and we could squeeze it in, some workshops on different aspects of agriculture, because sometimes you're doing things, but you really don't know the correct way how to do things and so on. But anything educational is always a plus.
So some more technical demos.
Some more technical demos would be good.
All right. So I give you the opportunity now to invite the general public to our 30th anniversary of Open Day. I know you're going to be there, so let them come on out and make sure to support you and other person that is going to be there for Agri-Expo 2026.
Well, let me tell you something. I always challenge people to come and run out A1 farms of produce. So come, we've got some new things working on. Come on out and see if you could run us out again this year of produce. But I'm going to tell you something, Shaki. We've got something in the pipeline that will just blow people away. Just blow them away. You think A1 Farms had great demos before, great layout before? Check out the 30th anniversary. It's going to be great.
You heard it from him. He done tell you things is going to be great. Make sure you come to see what greatness they have in store for you. And for those of you who want to participate and be vendors like him himself, start now, because he done start, which means that you have plenty work to do to make sure you can try and blow out A1 Farms, as he said. Thank you so very much again, Mr. Tross, for being on the farm with us. And we do wish you all the best and continue to doing the great work that you're doing within the island of Nevis, not just for Open Day, but generally across, to help with the advancement of food security and sustainability on the island. Thank you again for being on the farm.
Thank you, Shaki.
You're
Thanks for having me.
My name is Quincy Bat. I'm the Plant Health and Plant Quarantine Officer. I would just like to notify farmers and backyard farmers that we here at the Department of Agriculture identify a new type of pest that is prevalent in the Malvaceae family. When we're talking about Malvaceae family, we're talking about okra, sorrel, cotton, and also some of the Solanaceae families, such as eggplant, sweet pepper. This pest we found to be a leaf hopper. The leaf hopper is a small pest, and it's a sucking insect. This sucking insect serves as a vector for a virus that affects these host plants. So The pest, it's green, pale green, and it has flying capabilities, and it's very, very prolific. Signs and symptoms of the pest is that it sucks the plant and transmits a disease, and this disease you can see crinkling of the leaves, yellow lesions of the leaves, and necrotic lesions, and it affects the yield significantly. So once you see that in your okras, your sorrel, eggplants, give us a call and we're able to give you guidance on how to control this pest. Thank you.
And there you have it, viewers, another episode of On the Farm, where we're vocal about everything local. Just to recap, we're still on our journey with a series of interviews regarding to persons who contributed to our Agri Open Day, now dubbed Agri-Expo, for the past 30 years. We're encouraging you to stay tuned because we have plenty more in store for you. Until next time, I am Shakima Handy. Bye!